honorable members of parliament, distinguished delegates. In the anticipation of the post-2015 development agenda, the Indonesian House of Representatives is the view that official development assistance, or ODA, remains important and commitments have to be met. However, noting the current situation of the heavy fiscal pressure to the traditional donors and slow global economic growth, relying on ODA alone is insufficient for driving the agenda. Therefore, the Indonesian House of Representatives encourage for an expansion of actors and instruments and greater and effectiveness in order to fund development agendas post-2015. Among many alternative sources of financing for development, the recent decade has witnessed a growing role philanthropic and private foundations, trade and private investment, migrant work remittance, South-South, and triangular cooperation. Considering the diverse possible significant sources of funding, it is therefore important to stress on the effective use of all resources, public and private, domestic and international. The Indonesian House of Representatives is of the view to support tax and domestic resource mobilization as additional sources of financing for development. Since 2002, Indonesia experienced a significant degree of decentralization following the passing of state finance laws. Decentralization has opened up possibilities for domestic resource mobilization for development of municipalities through fiscal measures as alternative sources of financing for the development. Our law stipulates that aside from intergovernmental transfers, local governments can raise their own revenues from various sources such as local taxes, local charges, local owned enterprise profit, and other eligible local revenues. Now Indonesia has a new president and vice president with 9 priority agenda called the Nawacita or 9 Dreams. First, returning the state to its task of protecting all citizens and providing a safe environment. Second, developing clean, effective, trusted, and democratic governance. Third, developing Indonesia's rural areas. Fourth, reforming the law enforcement agencies. Fifth, to improve quality of life. Sixth, increasing productivity and competitiveness. Seventh, promoting economic independence by developing domestic strategic sectors. Eighth, overhauling the character of the nation. And ninth, the strengthening the spirit of the unity in diversity and social reform in this agenda is our government's priority for the Indonesia's political sovereignty and independence in economic and culture. Nawacita program is closely related to the global priority agenda, especially to develop a set of sustainable development goals. In the G20 Australia Summit 2014, Indonesia had participated in raising the issue of infrastructure investment. However, we shouldn't stop at just physical investment. We should expand to social investment. In this case, education and health are crucial to improving human capital investment. Fellow parliamentarians, this year will be a very significant year with the 3 global development issues to take a new course in 2015. First, the post-2015 agenda on sustainable development with a new set of global goals to succeed in the Millennium Development Goals or MDGs. Second, the agreement on financing for development arrangement and mechanism to support the post-2015 development agenda. The third is the achievement of a United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change by the end of 2015. The G20 summit held in Brisbane last year concluded with the 2 most significant agreements related to the financing for the development. The Indonesian House of Representatives endorsed those agreements and its intention to explore opportunities to expand financing for development. For additional sources of financing for the development, the Indonesian House of Representatives is of the view the need to formulate ways to enhance domestic resource mobilization, including through improved taxation, incentivizing the private sectors, prudent fiscal and monetary measures, combating corruption, illicit financial flows. On this occasion, we would like to thank Ecuador for hosting the 23rd APPF annual meeting in your beautiful and historical city, Quito. Thank you very much.
Gracias. Tiene